What's up YouTube, Team Jackassery coming at you with a brand new deck profile. I've had this deck for a while. It is my black Hatchiac deck. Built this around like a couple months ago. I figured it was now ready for a review. So before we get to the deck itself, we will look at the leader, which is Dr. Lychee and Hatchiac. He is from the special Hatchiac Saga, which is I think was a special movie you get to watch when you do a game. I can't remember which game it was. That's what a friend told me. Anyways, I can only play black battle cards, and this card cannot attack, so you can only have black battle cards in your deck. Or, well, you can have other cards with different colors. You just can't play them, but you can combo with them or place them as energy. When a battle card attacks, the player who attacked can't attack with tokens or battle cards with an energy cost of 7 or less other than the card they attacked with for the duration of the turn. So unless they have a card that has dual attack or triple attack or quad attack, they can only attack with one battle card per battle, but they can still attack with a unison, and they can still attack with a leader. Activate once per turn, place the top card of your deck under this card. Place the top card in your deck into your drop area, then draw one card. So you're thinning out 3 cards, putting a card underneath this, bursting 1 card, and then drawing a card. If your leader card is black, if all you have is black cards in your energy, choose 3 cards underneath this card, place them in the owner's drop area, may draw 1 card, flip this card over. So even if you have some colored cards in your energy, he would never be able to awaken, so that's why you never play non-black battle cards. And next we evolve to Hatchhyack Malice Assimilated. He has the exact same abilities as the other, but he gains the ability when this card attacks, it gets +5 for the duration of the turn, and then you draw 1 card. So he becomes a 20 draw beat stick with the same abilities as same as the front. So there is the leader. Next we will get to the battle cards in the deck. First, we run 4 copies of Dr. Lychee, Interception of the Grudge. He is a 1-drop, 5,000 combo, 4,000 power blocker. When this card is KO, choose up 1 Ghost Warrior from your hand and play it. So when he's knocked out, you can just play your Ghost tokens. Of course, these guys are not Ghost tokens, or Ghost cards. Next, we run 4 copies of Dr. Lychee, Departed Spirit. So when this guy's knocked out, he will be able to be played from your hand, or you can just hard cast him for his 3. So because he's a 3 cost, 5,000 combo. I hate Shatter Foil, by the way. 10,000 power. Blocker, when you play this card, send the top 2 cards of your deck to your drop, so mill 2 cards. Active main, pay 2. If your leader card is Black Machine Mutant, play this card from your drop. So you can play 2, play him from your drop. Or when the original Dr. Lychee is destroyed, you can play this guy from your hand. A free blocker is very nice. And then you get to mill some cards. Next we get to the Hatchiac Engine. Hatchiac Overwhelming Power. He has a 4-drop, 5,000 combo, 15,000 power. Active main, if your leader card is a Black Machine Mutant card, choose 3 black battle cards with an energy cost between 3 and 7 in your drop area. Place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Play this card from your hand. Active main, pay 4. If your leader card is Black Machine Mutant, choose 1 Hatchiac Fueled by Hatred in your drop area and place it on top of this card. And that's what we have next. Is 4 copies of Hatchiac Fueled by Hatred, another Shatter Foil. He is a 5-drop, 10,000 combo, +1 to play his combo, 25,000 power dual attack. If your leader card is Black Machine Mutant card, increase this card's energy cost by 3. Place this card in its owner's drop area. When your opponent's battle card declares an attack, negate the attack. So by ditching him, you can negate an attack. Activate once per turn, choose 3 black battle cards with an energy cost between 3 and 7 in your drop area. Place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and send it to the warp. So if you want to get rid of something really big and scary, just put 3 cards from your drop into your warp with an energy cost between 3 and 7 and send it to the warp. And last but not least for Hatchiac, we have Hatchiac Mad with Hate. He is a 9-drop, 5,000 combo, 30,000 power triple attack. EX evolve on a Hatchiac with energy cost of 3, so when he is in your drop, or when he is in your battle area, he will be increased by 3, making him an 8-drop, so you can drop this Hatchiac on him. When this card evolves on this card, switch this card to active mode. When your opponent activates a counter skill, they choose 1 card in their hand and send it to the warp. So since he can attack 3 times, if your opponent keeps negating your attacks, they have to get rid of a bunch of cards in their hand. And thankfully, he has triple attack, and he is also a 9-drop, so he can. So as soon as you attack with this 5-drop, you get to attack twice, and then evolve, switch into active mode. You're getting a lot of attacks in, and your opponent's going to have to start negating because they can't risk the life, but they're also ditching cards in their hand. So that is the entire Hatchhyack Dr. Lychee package. Next we move on to more Ghost Warriors. We run 4 copies of Lord Slug Ghost Warrior. He's a 4-drop, 5,000 combo, 15,000 power. If your leader card is a black machine gun card, choose 3 black battle cards with energy cost between 3 and 7 in your drop area. Place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Play this card from your hand, so he's like the other Hatchiacks. Place this card in its owner's drop area. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost greater or equal than your opponent's energy and warp it. So if your opponent has something out with an energy cost battle card that has higher cost than their energy, send it to the warp. Unfortunately, it does not ignore barrier, but it's a good way to get rid of something really big. Next, we run 3 copies of Cooler Ghost Warrior. He's a 4-drop, 5,000, 15,000 power. Same ability as Lord Slug, but his second active main. Place this card in its owner's trap area. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, gets -10. So you can attack with it, deal some damage, or do something, and then ditch him and give something -10 and blow it up. Next, we run 3 copies of Frieza Ghost Warrior. He is a 4-drop, 5,000 combo, 15,000 power. Same ability as Lord Slug and Cooler. Except his second ability is place this card in its owner's drop area. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignore barrier, and switch it to rest mode. So he ignores barrier, switches something to rest mode. You can go for an attack, or if your opponent has a blocker out, switch it to rest mode. And that's it for the Ghost Warriors. Next, we run 4 copies of Deadly Defender Son Goku. Of course, I'm going to run a good Deadly Defender. It's basically a stall deck. He is a 3-drop, 5,000 combo, 20,000 power barrier. During your opponent's turn, if your leader card is black and this card is in rest mode, your opponent can't attack leader cards, and this card gets -5. So you leave your leader card always in rest mode, hoping your leader will attack it. But since he will be in rest mode, your opponent has to attack him. So you can bait your opponent by making your opponent attack him instead of your leader in any of your other cards. So there's Goku. Next, we run 2 copies of Shenron, Figure of Majesty. He's a 4-drop, 5,000 combo, 20,000 power. This card can't attack. Active main once per turn, sparking 5 when you have 5 cards in your drop. Draw 1 card and choose one. Choose 2 of your energy, switch into active mode, or choose 1 battle card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area and play it. Or choose one of your leader cards, or one of your battle cards and gets +5 and crit for the duration of the turn. So with this, you can replay some of your Dr. Lychees from your drop area without paying his cost. You get a draw out of it. You can either choose 2 of your energy or just give something +5 and crit. Mostly you want to just use the energy manipulation so you can play more cards, or if you're going for game, just give something more power. Next, we run 1 copy of Fu Shrouded in Mystery. I use a 10 cost, 10,000 combo, 30,000 power. Overwhelm 10 by paying 6. Double Strike. When you play this card using Overwhelm, your opponent can't activate skills on other cards other than their leader card until the beginning of the next turn. So any card your opponent plays, its effects will be completely negated except for its leader. So we run 1 of those. Next, we run 4 copies of Temporal Rescue Trunks. This is our black sparking super combo. So if you have 5 cards in your drop, activate this card's combo, you get the 10,000 combo and you get the draw if you have 5 cards in your drop and your leader card is black. So basically, generic sparking super combo. That's it for battle cards. Next, we have 4 copies of the Dark Planet. It is a 1-drop field. When this card is placed in your battle, choose up to 1 Ghost Warrior in your deck, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck so you can search for your Ghost Warriors or your Dr. Lychee Ghost Warrior. If your leader card is Black Machine Gun card, at the end of your turn, place the top 2 cards of your deck into your drop, so you're milling some cards. That way you can use your Overwhelm, or you can use the Hatchiac abilities or your Ghost Warriors, put cards at the bottom of your deck, and play them from your hand. Next, we run 4 copies of Powerburst. It is our 1-drop negate with sparking. If your leader card is black, negate the attack, then choose 1 black battle card with it, or your warp from your drop area or warp, add it to your hand, and you can take a card from your life instead to activate this card for free. But only if you have Sparking 5, which you most likely will. And you can get one of your 1-drops back. Next, we run 4 copies of Burning Slash. It is a 1-drop negate that cannot be negated, so it's always good to have, but your negates are rarely negated. Next, we have 4 copies of Petrification. It is a 1-drop negate extra card. If your leader card is black, negate the attack and choose 1 card in your hand, place in your drop area. If you place a card in your drop area, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier. It can't attack and be placed in your opponent's combo area or activate its skills until your next turn. So basically, your opponent can't do anything with a single battle card, and thankfully it negates barrier. So your opponent cannot attack you. So if you have 4 of these in your hand, ditch a couple cards. Your opponent basically can't do anything with cards till their next turn. And last but not least, we run 3 copies of the Final Mission. It is a 4-drop extra card. Activate, choose 4 battle cards with an energy cost between 3 and 7 in your drop area. Shuffle them into your deck. Choose all of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 20 power or less and send them to the warp. And unfortunately, this does not get over barrier, but it's a really good field wipe if you want to get at your opponent's life. So that is it for the Hatchiac deck. And also, I should mean most of the extra cards, if they're in your drop, that's mostly what you want in your drop. Or if you want your super combos in the drop, that's fine too. Or the Shenrons, because there's no way to replay them from the drop. When you play Scientist Fu with the Overrealm, you want to get, well, actually, you want to keep the Shenrons in your deck, because when you send them back with the Hatchiack's abilities, these will all be dead cards in your drop. For when you want to use Overrealm for Fu, so to just make sure you have a bunch of useless cards in the drop first. Keep your cards between 3 and 7 at the bottom of your deck before you Overrealm. That way you're not losing really anything important. And if you still have Powerbursts to play, you can just keep all your 1-drops. Mostly your Dr. Lightshees, because you can get these back for a free blocker. And then you could choose 1 Ghost Warrior from your hand and play it if you have Ghost Warriors in your hand if you redraw them. So yeah, just mostly get rid of the extra cards if you want to play your Fu, Shroud, and Mystery. So that's it for the Hatchiac deck. So remember to comment, rate, please subscribe. Like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Those links in the description below. Also follow me on Twitch. I do some streaming again there. So thank you guys for watching. Please come back. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.